Hi, everyone. It's Msgr Hammond. I hope that you are all doing well. Actually, the taping of this is actually on October the 1st. We're beginning a new month, a month of October. But before I talk about that for a moment, I'd just like to say thank you for all of your prayers while all of our priests were in convocation last week. It was a very good week and a very uplifting week. And I think hopefully most of us, if not all of us, came back with a renewed sense of spirit and gratitude for the great gift of the priesthood that we all share. And hopefully it will be nice to you at least for a little while. So again, your prayers, I think, made a big difference, and I just want to be sure to say thank you for that. It is October, even though you won't be seeing this until October the 7th, which is actually the feast of Our Lady of the Rosary. I know Deacon Tim has already talked to you about the Rosary recently, and I just wanted to reemphasize all of his comments about that. The Rosary can be a great prayer. Mary is certainly a very powerful intercessor on all of our behalfs, and as I get older, I kind of rely on her more and more, and so certainly want to encourage your prayers, and especially the praying of the Rosary. We also begin today Respect Life Month, and it's a very important month in the life of the Church because we live in what really St. John Paul II called 30 years ago in the encyclical entitled Evangelium Vitae, which means the gospel of life. He says we've got to promote this gospel of life, and we have to do that, especially in the face of all today's challenges, which he calls the culture of death. We oppose that with the gospel of Jesus Christ, with the gospel of life. And it starts with a very profound respect for the sanctity of all human life, that God has certainly made us special creatures. He obviously created everything, but created us to be especially in relationship with him. So human life is sacred and deserves an incredible amount of respect because it has been created by God in a special way, that we are called during this life to be in a relationship with him and hopefully to grow in that relationship and increase our love for him as we understand his incredible love for us, but ultimately because we're all called to share our full union with him as our ultimate destiny in the kingdom of heaven. So promoting the gospel of life is a very, very important part of being a Catholic. And so I just want to encourage everybody to do that. In fact, put the Rosary and the gospel of life together. And when you pray the Rosary, do that so that our nation may be more and more converted to move away from the culture of death and to embrace the gospel of life. God has an incredible love for each and every one of us, and that's something to really be celebrated. In spite of the fact that we mess up sometimes and we sin, which is true in all of our lives, God always calls us back because he wants us that much. He loves us that much. And that's the whole reason that Jesus came and sacrificed himself on the cross for us so that we could be reconciled to God and we could share in that ultimate union with him as our ultimate destiny in the kingdom of heaven. So there are great days ahead, but we have to do our part to make sure that those great days continue. So let's promote the gospel of life and let's devote ourselves, especially this month, to the praying of the Rosary. With that, I say, God bless you, and you're all in my prayers, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thank you.